man back in purple in 2019, Dan Bailey, to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now Ryan on first down. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Under 10, 10.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. The Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. A big run there by Freeman. 48 yards on the ground. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
11. Let go, defense. Hey, South. Check 4.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Go. 54's Mike. 21. Watch 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check 30. Space. Mike's 54. Let him go.
On 3rd down, Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Play fake. Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run, Devontae Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
He's checking. Hey, check. Do what he said.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
He may be playing free safety while wrapped up in a corner's body, but Earl Thomas is the best center fielder in the game. He cleans up everything back there as far as I'm concerned. I think he just has intelligence, understands things, and boy, is he tough.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Hey, express. Hey, exit. 41 miles. You ain't got nothing.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Sanu. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 37.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Hey, Haywood! 51's the mic. Get ready.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Anthony Barr. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
21.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. This is screen to Abdullah. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. A loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Listen to me. Hey, wahoo! Gun.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Wild. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, That's a big day.
21. Mike 41. Mike 41. Okay, orbit. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. And we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. 22. And 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Watch the slip. 26.
On third down, Ryan. He may try and run. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
4 yards on the 39. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check, check. Check, check. Go, go. 51.
Here's Ryan. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Got it. Hey, South.
Now Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First down, Atlanta.
Ready, blue 80. 125. Here we go. 36. 58. Out. Kill. Turn up. Kill. 61. Matchbox light. Check 25. Switch. Hatch it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Got it. 51. 51. Who that? Check. 51. South.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Mike 51. Let's go, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
Go. Good job. Let's go. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Now Ryan. On the move to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tavecchio puts this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask for play-by-play.
I know you're right there with me.
Look at me. Go. Get it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught, and there's the first NFL catch for Marquise Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Marquise Brown, his first NFL reception, goes for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They go play action with Ryan. And he's going to go down again. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing just outside his own goal line. With it is Brown. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, yeah, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Snap.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st down, Sheffield. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons leading tackler in 2018.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's bring it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Yes.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
54, stop! 51, stop! Hey, Delta!
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Now it's Ryan. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Mike 51. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Mike, wait.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Ryan. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
That's 21.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
What we got? Check. 6-6, pull it high. SOS.
They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check.
On 2nd down, Sheffield trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Ready? 50, plant. Check Mike 45. Rip right. Now.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him.
Hey, Sam off. Slam. Undercrush. Be friendly.
He'll drop to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Ryan now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. Bravo. 41's coming. 41's the Mike. Coming. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike.
From the shotgun, Ryan forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And avoids the contact by sliding. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
I 7. We own it. We own it. Mike 41.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
He's coming. He's coming. 51. Down. Switch. Hey, 59. Ready.
Freeman again. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
51. 41 to Mike. Check.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Vikings pick up the football. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, the 20. And they're going to bring this one. Score for the Vikings. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Wide. Get wide. Kill. Rush in.
Ito Smith, his first carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Freeman again, a first down carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Freeman.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never play their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Hey, take that! 51, Mike! Hey, exit! Hey, watch the slant!
Throwing on second and long. Ryan, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones. 56 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Ready. Fair. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Kill, fight.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll look to throw here. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Hollywood Marquise Brown making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
I got one. Hey, Haywood. 41's the mark. 41. Gun. Check 41. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball. Check. 41. I'm going to wedge that. Hey, tight. Get him go.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. One last shot for Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. So the final seconds have... Our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. That'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next